guy's killing me. He's walking around acting like this is a tough shot, but it doesn't look that hard.
It is. That's Tiger Woods.
Oh. He's like, man, got to get the angle right. Like, what's the wind situation? Like, just tap it in, bro.
Those greens are crazy fast.
Here's the close. You're Tiger Woods, apparently. Can't be that hard. Bros and hoes. You're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi. More better.
But our guest yesterday was a good friend of mine. Her name was Brittany Kelly, and she's a big stoner too. So between the two of them, I was so contact high.
Yeah, do you get like super baked when you're doing it?
Yeah.
It must be hard to do that show when you're baked.
It is hard. And like my throat gets scratchy, my eyes start to burn.
Yeah.
Like they really smoke me out. You just did it.
Yeah, I know. Brandi's in the studio.
I've been here a lot.
You have been. You've been really pulling your weight on
I have.
I know.
On the appearance fees, okay? Like I'm here.
Listen, if you could be here a little bit more regularly, we could just do this show live.
I can't. I'm already like, just
too busy. She's too important, folks.
Yeah. Can't believe you're in that sweater. It's hot in here.
Is it?
Yeah. Your look is something else today.
Well, this is what I normally do for all my Zoom meetings.
You're like hat from the waist up.
Waist up.
I got you.
I look totally normal, and then it sweats and you're in
sweat shorts, which really makes it a look.
I like sweat shorts.
Yeah, same.
They're great.
Yeah, but like
underutilized, I feel like, in the world.
The sweater, the beanie, and the bare legs for me.
Yeah. Have you ever seen my legs before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
We've been to like a pool party or two in our day.
I got some skinny legs.
You do.
They're very muscular.
Yeah. Very tan though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Finally was like, it's gotten warm enough in LA where I can wear shorts. Mm-hmm. Well, I always run in shorts, but like for like at the golf course, you can wear shorts.
That's where you get the suntan.
Yeah. Speaking of golf, it's Saturday at the Masters, and we have it on in the studio.
Is Sunday the big day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So golf tournaments are usually 4 days, and Sunday's the last day. Mm-hmm. But Saturday's a big day because that means you've made the cut.
I see.
Which is why this is kind of fun because Tiger is playing. And so obviously everyone's rooting for him because, they want Tiger to win again. Mm-hmm. But we were talking before we started recording about your friend being at the Masters. Mm-hmm.
Her fiance is a big golf guy.
Really?
Oh, huge. He loves it.
Do they live out here?
No, Nashville. And she was like, I'm going to the Masters. I'm so excited. I was like, you're excited? And she was like, yeah, I'm so excited. She was like, I actually love golfers. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, they're so hot. I was like, show me one hot golfer. And she pulled up like 4 photos. They were all hideous. And I was like, are you okay? And she was like, oh, come on. They're just so cute. And I was like, no.
I mean, they're okay. There's a couple golfers I think that are.
But of all the athletes, I wouldn't say that I would go to the Masters like for the eye candy.
No, I don't know if that's what it is.
No. So I was like, I'm not sure what you've convinced yourself of, but like, good for you.
I would say that so you're kind of big into F1.
I love F1, yeah.
And I think that you like the drivers so that they're hot. Yeah. But I think that you also you've been to an F1 event, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the things about F1 is it's like a rich people sport.
Totally. I know golf is too.
Yeah. I mean, like the sponsors are like Learjets, Rolex.
Same with equestrian sports.
Okay.
Similar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like Longines and Rolex and Range Rover and NetJets.
Yeah. And it's like, so what I love about like golf tournaments, it's women, they get dressed up for it and they're wearing sneakers, but then you look at the sneakers and they're like
Chanel.
Yes.
Yeah. I love
like Sarah. Like Sarah has like.
That's why Kirsten likes it.
Yeah. Sarah has, I think, Yves Saint Laurent white tennis shoes.
Oh, I have Gucci white sneakers.
Yeah, and I'm like,
these are Gucci.
Those look like Nikes,
but they're Gucci, and they're so comfortable.
I know, it's so funny because I don't think there's a single guy who's straight who would be like, "Did you see Brandi's running shoes?"
Sneakers.
No, yeah.
You know what, though? If you put them on, you would understand they're so comfortable.
No, they're not. They're not more comfortable than New Balance.
I promise you, there's something about
Hoka.
These. Miley has them in like 8 colors, but she's got them in all black, like black on black, and she even wears them to perform because they're so comfortable.
Okay, I believe that.
They're really good, I'm telling you.
But anyways, this tournament, is it hot in here? We don't even have the AC on. No, it's fine. You're fine.
Maybe it's it.
You're drinking coffee. But yeah, the Masters, I got to go last year, and
yeah, I remember that.
I've been to a World Series. I've been to multiple World Series. I've been to the Super Bowl. I've been to like a lot of big events, national championship games. I haven't done I haven't done a World Cup, and I haven't done a Olympics.
Okay.
But I would like to do those two things. So keep that, I say that with the grain of salt. The Masters was the best.
Have you been to the U.S. Open? Tennis?
Golf or tennis? No, but I have been to big tennis tournaments.
Yeah.
I would like to do, I'll tell you what, I would like to do the French Open at Roland Garros.
Oh,
that.
Oui, oui.
Yeah.
That does sound nice.
Laissez le bâton rouler. But no, the Masters was the best tournament, like the best sporting event I've ever been to. It's like run really well. It's really, really beautiful. It's really, really fun.
Is it just me, or do they always get really lucky with the weather?
Well, on Thursday it rained.
Oh, it did.
But yes, I mean, like,
it's nice now.
So like, there's so much crazy shit about Augusta that you probably like wouldn't know about. But I'll give you some facts.
Is it haunted?
No. Oh. So it was built by Bobby Jones, who was like arguably the greatest amateur golfer ever. And then he started this tournament called the Masters Invitational, where he just invited all like his best friends.
Okay.
So it's like you can't like request to become a member. They have to send it to you. Yeah. And it's like the rich, it's the Illuminati are members there, you know? But for the tournament every year, and I'll tell you some more crazy shit. As a member, you have to invite 5 people, different people each year to come and play. And they all need to be like
billionaires.
Yes. So if you look at the private airport in Augusta right now, I'll show you a picture. It's nothing but the nicest jets in the world.
Maybe I do need to go next year.
You do.
Find myself
find yourself a man.
A man.
Yeah.
Although, like, he's just not cute.
Yeah, it's Terrell Hatton. He's British. But so what's crazy is they make this look beautiful for the television, right?
But it's not.
It is like not a blade of grass is out of place, but they will go in overnight and like redo fairways. They will spray paint greens to make sure they're green. They put black dye in the water to make it look like shiny mirror black in the water. They pipe in bird noise for the telecast. It's a lot of.
It's all sim.
It's a little bit, pomp and circumstance, but it is beautiful. Anyways, highly suggest one of my favorite things I've ever done in my entire life is go to the Masters. Ricky Fowler is cute.
No.
He looks like Dean.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, anyways. Are you going to be too distracted by this? Do I need to turn it off?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, you should go next year. Find yourself a man.
Maybe I should.
I think you should.
You guys need a DJ? Do you have DJs here?
Yeah.
I think Paris Hilton did it once. Is that a different golf tournament?
Well, we did it was through the Endeavor company, So are you at WME? Well, and you're fucking shit.
Well, I am for TV, but
there you go.
I don't really do TV anymore, so I can call in some favors though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of TV, did you see that Gerry and Theresa broke up?
I literally saw it last night.
What the fuck?
I hate to say it, but what a terrible look for the Bachelor franchise.
Oh, I mean, seriously though.
What the fuck is happening here?
I don't even need the headphones. I can hear it.
Okay, so I told you last episode that I just saw them.
I know.
They went and did Family Feud.
I know.
And then they came to this Hulu plus Disney event. And I was like, how you doing? Oh, we're doing so good. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Lies.
They went up to Sarah and they were like, hey, can we get a selfie with you? And Sarah's like, yeah, how you guys doing? They were like, great. Now we see this. You weren't doing great.
Everything is lies.
You lured us into a selfie under false pretenses. You were holding out just to meet Steve Harvey. That was it. You only cared about fast money.
I'm pretty disappointed.
I am too, actually.
I really am.
Like, I also feel like they had been shoving that relationship down our throats.
Yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah.
And if you guys knew that was on the horizon, then you shouldn't have done that so much to
I
us.
agree.
Because we were all holding out hope.
But they've only been married for what, 3 months?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's why they just didn't need to get married.
I'm shocked.
Just get engaged. I feel like, yeah, I and also it being the first one, I think they really went hard in the paint, and I wish that they had just seen how it went.
I wonder what his daughters think about this.
Yeah. And like, was it all just about they couldn't decide where to move together?
I mean, that does sound like it's, and that is, as you get older, that is kind of a big deal.
It's
like
a
where
real
you want to
problem.
live is, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I get it.
But that should have been talked about like on the fucking
On the show. Yeah. And now is Leslie like, let me get back in that Gerry.
Maybe. I don't know. Something tells me this was his fault because he's the man and men are trash.
Wow. Yeah, women have never made many mistakes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you go back to biblical times, you guys did eat the apple.
You been reading the Bible?
Yeah, you guys ate the apple.
The Bible?
It was the woman who fucked it up.
I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to do that to her. But like one of my very best friends, I saw her last weekend with her boyfriend and they just seemed so great. They were talking about moving to Nashville together and just seemed so lovely. And I literally was talking to my mom yesterday about how like happy I am for her and just they seem so great. I got a text from her this morning that says he like so-and-so just broke up with me. He's packing his shit. I'm so sorry. I can't come over later.
Wow.
Like what the fuck?
What the fuck is happening here?
Like, what the fuck? She just spent the whole weekend with his family on a boat. Like, they had a great time talking about moving together. Like, they already lived together, talking about moving to Nashville. Like, what is wrong with men? She's like completely shocked. She was like, I promise you, like, I did not see this coming.
Well,
it's just nuts.
Yeah, I know. But like, listen, there's no
hope for anyone.
There's always more to the story.
There's no hope for anyone.
I mean, and also there's her side, his side, and the truth. Like, who knows what's really going on?
I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah, there is no hope for anybody.
No hope.
I would just give up now.
Yeah.
Just hope for Armageddon.
Yeah.
Should we start the show?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Bros and Hoes. You're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi.
What the fuck is happening here?
Still is.
Yeah. It's the best one we've got.
I'd agree.
Yeah. Speaking of guys being garbage, O.J. Simpson finally died.
Saw that. Did you see everybody's on Chloe's Instagram with their condolences giving?
Yeah.
So sorry.
I mean, it's funny, but it's mean.
I know.
But I will say this though, like, I'm sure it's not true. But like, have you seen like another one of OJ's daughters?
No.
They do look very similar. Yeah. And she does not look like any of the other sisters. But whatever. It's mean because she's the biggest of all of them, right? Just in terms of size. Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but it's true.
Sure.
But that's the implication of like, of course, it's because she's the bigger one that her father was the ex-football player.
Her face does look different too.
For sure.
She looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's fine. But
your dad might be OJ, but it's fine.
Yeah,
you know.
Did you see that Caitlyn wrote like good riddance on Twitter?
No.
Yeah. And then she was getting, I think this is real. And then she was getting like backlash for it. And it's also like, I don't know if you need to get backlash for that.
No.
You know?
It's fine.
If you think a guy you knew killed one of your best friends, I think you're allowed to say fuck you after you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's totally fair. I actually don't agree with Caitlyn on most things, but I agree with her on this one. I mean, politically speaking, we are on opposite ends of the spectrum.
That's true.
But so the last thing that I heard, I don't know if it's true, but the last thing that I heard about OJ dying was on his deathbed, he made his, all his family came to say goodbye or whatever, and he made them all sign NDAs. So did he admit to it? That's what you're hoping for. And also, how do you enforce an NDA if you're dead?
I'm not sure.
Like the estate? He had no money left.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, he definitely killed that woman and that poor man. And that's real. I think that Then he wrote a book called If I Did It, and then did this interview where he's like, well, if I did it, I remember grabbing the knife and there was so much blood everywhere. And you're like, Jesus Christ, you've gone into hypothetical into first person so quickly.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Have you seen that video?
No.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you. So it's this woman who does this interview with him, and he's like, well, we're speaking about hypotheticals here, but like, you know, if I did it, this is what it would have been. And then she was like, at the end of the interview, he wanted to play a little prank on me. And it's a video of him knocking on the door and then her opening the door and then him with a knife going, to the interviewer. And she was like, I think he thought this was a joke, but that's not funny at all.
It's really not.
But it's also fucking hilarious. I mean, it's so not funny that it is.
Can you even put that on social media? The knife and the...
Yeah. Well, he didn't actually stab her. I mean,
he stabbed smoke weed on TikTok, but you can tend to kill somebody with a knife.
Oh, you can't smoke weed on TikTok?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah. We get removed quite often.
Every time. But how do they know it's weed? It can be cannabis. It could be CBD. It could be tobacco.
Sure. I don't know.
Can you smoke tobacco on it?
I don't know.
I bet you can smoke a cigar.
Maybe.
I'm very frustrated by the fact that cigars get the they get the
like a bad rap.
No, they're it's like okay.
Oh.
Because like this happens on like at the golf course a lot. It's totally acceptable for you to smoke a stogie, but if you light up a jizzy, you're a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Piece of garbage.
Anyways, so OJ's dead. That's good.
Really good.
Someone said that I was watching some TikTok. They were like, everyone in his defense team and him all died of cancer. What does that say? I don't know.
I'm not sure. What does that say?
That I mean, people are lived, fast and loose in the 80s and the 90s. But
yeah, people love conspiracy theory, though.
Yeah, you think that's God being like, this is what you get?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, he got off though.
Mm-hmm.
There's also another conspiracy that it was his son that killed her, and he was covering for the son.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
But there was fingerprints that were not attributed to anybody, and a lot of people think it was the son. I don't know.
Son could have been around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you remember that trial?
Very much. Well, I remember the car chase more than anything.
Yeah. That was great. Remember when people were on the overpasses cheering him on?
Yeah.
Go, OJ, go.
Yeah.
Or run, OJ, run. How amazing that was.
I do remember that vividly, watching it on TV.
Also, what's your defense of hey, why were you running away?
No, that's what I'm saying.
With a gun.
He's nuts.
You were running away.
How did he get off? That's my question.
Well, it was kind of political theater. It happened right after the Rodney King riots.
Uh-huh.
And obviously the New York Police Department, obviously the Los Angeles Police Department was under heavy scrutiny for being relatively racist. And so it was a lot of, I think, political theater of this is how the police treat black men in America.
Right. Got it.
But two things can be true at the same time.
Right.
Police can treat black people terrible. And then also, OJ, you killed 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
And come on. And the glove don't fit, you must have quit. But of course it was going to fit over the latex.
Yeah.
And then I saw another thing. It was there's a football game that he was calling. It was a Bears game where it was in the cold. And he's wearing the gloves in the telecast. Oh,
insane.
Yeah. My mother went to USC when OJ was there, was a huge fan of his. And she was like, I don't believe he did it.
No, that's some tea.
It's OJ. You can't believe he did it. And you were like, Mom.
Mother.
Come on.
That tracks with your mom.
It does.
With what I know.
Yes. Yeah. She will believe anything.
I love it. I love your mom. I love your parents. So nice.
Any hoot. I'm surprised your family wasn't friends with them.
It was before their time.
Their come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were still in the sticks,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything else is really happening in the news area.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Slow week.
Well, O.J. Simpson dies. and Gerry and Theresa broke up.
Gerry and Theresa, that one actually is, that's piping.
That was some good tea.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Piping.
I don't know. For whatever reason, I've been seeing a lot of I think that my TikTok algorithm is just like crazy religious stuff.
Oh, that's fun.
Because I get a lot of obviously Mormon stuff. I get a lot of Catholic stuff. I get a lot of like atheist stuff as well.
Interesting.
And I'm recently getting some Jewish stuff.
Oh.
And so do you know about Shabbat or Shabbos?
I know. No, I don't. You should tell me.
So I don't know if I know it either. Let's look it up. Definition of.
I did see Noah Khan go on a really funny rant at one of his shows about like, this is my mega church pastor moment, where he goes out on the B stage, you know, in the crowd. And he's like, it feels like I should be like selling you on a religion. And he like goes on a big tangent, and it's really funny.
So on this day, religious Jews remember the biblical stories describing the creation of heaven and earth in 6 days. So Shabbat or Shabbos. I don't know if it's Shabbat or
I don't know.
Shabbos. Observance entails refraining from work activities, often with great rigor, and engaging in restful activities to honor the day. So, like, you can't like drive a car. You can't do work. You can't like use like electricity. It's all this stuff.
Seems odd.
It seems like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've been seeing a lot on my social media is the ways that some Jewish people get around this. So like they can't make coffee because that would use electricity. So they get one of those, those big coffee, those big water thermoses that you pump.
You can make coffee without electricity.
I don't know if you can like use fire.
That's not electricity.
Well, I think like I don't know if you can use anything.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure originally it was like candles,
Okay.
So anyways, you know that, why are you looking at me like you don't believe me?
I make coffee without electricity every day.
How?
On this, I have a gas stove, and I heat my water on the stove, and I do a pour over.
Okay.
Well,
anyways, yeah, sure. But anyways, so those big thermoses that you pump the top and hot water comes out. So they're like, this is what we do so we can have coffee during Shabbos.
Well, how'd they make that hot water?
They did it before they were having to observe, so they could use electricity.
Okay.
And then I saw another one like you can't use light, so they have these like. You can buy them, it was like the TikTok shop trying to sell me on this thing. And
it's all trying to get you to spend money.
Yeah, I get it. And so it was this light that like stays lit the entire day because you can't turn off anything. And so you close it and it turns the light off. But if you twist it, it illuminates.
So what's the purpose of all this?
Well, that's what my whole thing was like, this just seems like loopholes.
Yeah.
And if you like, I don't think it's in like the spirit of what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
I think that God would be like, I told you not to use light and you're using light.
Yeah. Told you not to drink coffee.
Yeah. Like I told you not to, and you're still doing like, I don't understand. It's just like the loophole of soaking.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, you're having sex.
Yeah.
But
and like just the tip.
Yeah. And also like,
you're still doing it.
Like, do you guys think that God's not like, you fucking cheaters? What are you doing? And also, you're making a TikTok about it?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not judging anybody.
Well,
I am actually, yes, I am judging you. Hey, listen, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just don't think of ways around it.
You're telling me?
Anyways, I don't do it.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy. God gave us light.
He did.
He wants us to use it.
Yeah.
If we don't use it, that's like us spitting in his face,
Yeah. True.
Anyways, have you seen anything? Do you have any favorite things? No, you don't, do you?
I caught up on Grey's Anatomy last night.
Wow.
And I just have to say, Meredith Grey, can you chill the fuck out on your mans, please? Like, we get it. You have trauma. Bad things have happened to you. You lost your husband. He didn't need to die. Somebody made a mistake. Like, I get it, right?
Yeah.
But let's be a little nicer to Nick Marsh, okay? He's super hot. He loves you a lot.
Yeah.
And he's actually really great with your kids. And I'm going to need you to not yell at him and not be like so awful that he's going to leave you.
What did Nick
okay?
Marsh do to anybody?
That's what I'm saying. Like Nick Marsh is out here trying his motherfucking best.
Yeah.
And he's doing a pretty damn good job, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And I think she just needs to chill just a little bit. She's given us a bad name.
You
know?
See? Not all men are trash. Some
Meredith's great. Let's just
some
type it.
doctors in Seattle are
put
trash.
a little,
as
like
well.
a lid on it, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? That's all I have to say about that.
All right.
Okay.
Sarah and I watched a very funny movie last night. Okay. No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, like,
okay.
I mean, it's not like Forrest Gump, right. But like, I don't think that's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of got the vibe of, remember Girl Next Door?
Yeah.
Which was a great film, by the way.
Great movie.
Like, really, and that's the thing, like, I feel like that movie was, actually, I think it was a box office failure, but then it did great on like DVD sales and stuff. But it's in the same vein.
Okay.
On the brink of losing her home, Maddie finds an intriguing job listing. Helicopter parents looking for someone to bring their introverted 19-year-old son out of his shell before college. She has one summer to make him a man or die trying. Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings. Really good cast. Jennifer's great. By the way, you get full frontal nudity with this.
You do?
And I'm like, hey, J-Law, if you're gonna show off the beeve, make sure you're getting an Oscar nom. But here's the thing, she already has an Oscar.
Yeah, she does.
So she's just like, you can see the beeve.
I've met her a few times, and she is the most degaff girl. It's in such a great way.
Yeah.
Like, she really doesn't give a fuck.
She's always not giving a fuck.
Yeah, I love that about her.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's that she doesn't give a fuck. It's that she's very real, like her tripping at the Oscars or her like, Jack Nicholson like scaring her at an interview behind. Like, she comes across as very real.
Very. And she's just going to do her like no matter the consequences, I feel.
The kid that plays opposite her is so very good. His name's Andrew Barth Feldman. I think he's a theater kid. He is like, I imagine having to work across someone like J-Law, who's like won an Academy Award and like kind of done everything, is super intimidating. And maybe I'm sure it was for him, but he is so good in it. Like, he's right there with her.
Really?
Yeah. Matthew Broderick plays his dad, which is great. Natalie Morales is her best friend. Kyle Mooney's hilarious in it. It's a good movie. Mm-hmm. It's funny. Like, so her mom left her this house up in Montauk, and like all the rich, waspy people are coming in and ruining Montauk and like pushing her out. And she like doesn't have enough money to pay the property tax. And so she's got to figure out a way to make some money. And she sees this thing on Craigslist, which is like basically fuck our son before he goes to college to become a man. And that's basically what it is. It's a coming of age story for him, but it's also, kind of like learning who you really are as a person for her. And it's funny and fun. And I don't know why it didn't do very well.
Didn't do better, yeah.
But it was so good. And it's on Netflix.
Okay.
So it's free now.
Yeah.
You freeloaders.
That'd be me.
That would be you.
I did see there's a movie that came out on Hulu.
Okay.
I really wanted to start it last night, but I was just too friggin' tired.
This is what Brandi does. Brandi just gives suggestions of things she hasn't seen.
These are the things I want to watch. So you guys go watch them and enjoy them for me.
Yeah.
I can't stay awake.
Yeah.
It's called The Greatest Hits. Have you seen this?
No.
Seen anything about it? It looks like really fucking sad, which, I love sad movies. But
yes. We watched that. I want to watch this.
It looks really good.
Yeah. It's the girl from Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Can you read the synopsis?
A love story centered around the connection between music and memory and how they transport us, sometimes literally. The Greatest Hits on Hulu.
That synopsis sucked.
It did.
Basically, I watched the trailer and it seems like this girl. I don't think I'm giving anything away because I haven't seen it. It seems like this girl and her boyfriend are together, and something bad happens to him. And it seems like he dies. But there's something about like when she listens to music, certain songs basically literally put her back in the past before he dies. And it's that whole like, can I save him? Is there anything I can do to change his destiny and like so he doesn't die or whatever? But it just transports her back to the past and stuff. And then in the present, it looks like she finds somebody new and is like struggling with the whole like, I keep going to the past and seeing my ex and I feel like I'm cheating on him and I can't move on and blah, blah, blah. It just looks really good.
Yeah. I want to watch it too. And actually, we were going to watch it last night, but
were you too tired?
Yeah. Well, it was like 9:30 when we got in bed, and I was like, I can't start a 2-hour movie.
I know.
I can't do that.
I know. Same.
But
yeah, it looks really good.
It's funny because like music does do that. It does kind of transport you, but smell does it much more.
Yeah.
But anyways, every time she puts a record on and puts her headphones on, she like kind of time travels.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like sci-fi in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see that.
Same.
And David Cornsweet. He looks like a very handsome man.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Nelly Furtado's in it.
I know.
Interesting.
And there was another name.
Justin H. Min.
That I thought was interesting.
That does look good.
And then there's also an Apple series called Argylle that just came out. Do you know about that?
Yeah, with Henry Cavill and Bryce Dallas Harper.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie.
Oh, it is a movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
A reclusive author who writes espionage novels about a secret agent and a global spy syndicate realizes the plot of the new book she's writing starts to mirror real-world events in real time. Argylle. Henry Cavill, Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell. I love Sam Rockwell.
Dua Lipa, I believe.
Dua Lipa's in it, yes. John Cena. I did see this.
You watched it?
I think so.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, so Bryce Dallas Howard is like she is a spy novelist, but come to find out like everything that she writes is like real. And like the main protagonist is like Henry Cavill's character and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right.
I have a show for you I think that you're going to like.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I know.
I am about to go on vacation, so I am going to have some time in the next week to watch some shit.
I'm telling you, this might be your next Last of Us.
Really?
It's got the same vibe. It's based off a video game.
Okay.
In a future, post-apocalyptic Los Angeles brought about by nuclear dissemination, citizens must live in underground bunkers to protect themselves from radiation, mutants, and bandits. Fallout. So,
sounds good.
It's a little like Silo.
Okay.
It's this kind of community that's living underground, and they're waiting for the radiation levels to come down because, Los Angeles was bombed.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of starts out, and the main character is Ella Purnell. She was, what was she in?
I don't know her name.
Oh, she was in Yellow Jackets.
Oh, we were talking about that show last night.
Yeah, it's a good show. And so she's like the first episode, I won't ruin I only watched the first episode, but I was like, I love this. So the first episode, she's like, it's like coming of age for her, where she's like, it's time for me to go to like the next bunker over so I can get married. Because everyone that kind of lives in that bunker, they're all related, so you can't, go procreate. Mm-hmm. So they're like approved. And then she goes and gets married to like the most eligible guy from the next bunker over. And all of a sudden you're like, something's not right with the people from the next bunker over. Come to find out, it's the mutants who have been living up top have broken in, and they come and they're just trying to kill everybody and everything. And then I think it's going to be like, we have to go out into, out in the open. Yeah. The first episode was like, ooh, you see it from the beginning, like when the bombs drop, and you're like, fuck. And I don't know if you know that this actor, Walton Goggins, he's like in everything. He's like the brother-in-law on The Righteous Gemstones. He's in Justified, The Hateful Eight. He's just like in everything. So he's the character that you meet before the bombs drop. He like runs away on a horse. You're gonna like that part.
Okay.
Anyways, post-apocalyptic sci-fi.
Where do you watch it?
It's on. Good question. Prime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like the Prime shows.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's based off of really good, I guess, a famous video game. I don't play video games.
Neither.
Because I'm not a fucking dork.
Who has time for that?
Actually, that's not true. That's actually not true at all.
Oh.
I play video games in this room. Give a shout out right now.
You play video games?
Yeah, the what's it called? The Switch controllers behind you.
Huh.
I like Mario. That's my games. I like Mario a lot.
All right.
I play the Mario game.
Okay. And on this TV?
On this TV.
Wow.
And then I also have the Switch thing. It's like a Game
I
Boy.
don't know what that is, but okay.
But yeah, Fallout. You're gonna love it.
Okay. Cute. You know what? I did watch an episode of something new as well.
Okay.
I don't know if I actually finished it. I watched it on the flight. It's an Apple Plus, I think, show called The New Look. And it is about, it's mainly about Christian Dior and how he got his start. But Coco Chanel is also a large character in it. I've only seen half the first episode, but it's just kind of about those fashion houses. And I guess like I just didn't really realize that his come up was like right smack dab in the middle of Germany taking over Europe and blah, 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 blah. And, more Nazi stuff. And it seems good. I mean, I love fashion, so I'm interested in it. It's a little bit slow, but I think the cast is really great.
Ben Mendelsohn.
That's his name. I was like, what's the guy's name that plays Christian Dior? And also Maisie Williams is in it.
Yeah, the cast is stacked, by the way.
So I think that could be a cool show.
Juliette Binoche plays Coco Chanel. Maisie Williams plays Catherine Dior. John Malkovich is in it. Explores the rise of fashion designer Christian Dior as he dethrones Coco Chanel and helps return spirit and life to the world with his iconic imprint of beauty and influence. The New Look on Apple Plus. Yeah, Sarah's been wanting to watch this, and I'm like, this is going to be a you show. I don't care about that. But there is so much fucked up history when it comes to World War II.
Yeah.
Like Hugo Boss, they made Nazi uniforms. That's just a fact. And yes, same with like the Christian Dior's and the Coco Chanel. Like Porsche was not obviously a great thing. VW Bugs or Volkswagen made a lot of bad. Obviously, those are German companies. And so a lot of these like really top tier things that we consume has a bad history in terms of World War II.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But here's the thing though, like there's a little bit of like, I'm not like the end all be all of like World War II knowledge, but a lot of the stuff that happened to the Italians, they were kind of like fighting it. They didn't so badly want to be in bed with the Germans, but Mussolini kind of was like forcing their hands. And there was a lot of Italians that were like fighting against the Germans or like peaceful protests, all that kind of stuff. So I can understand like if you're in a world where like either I make the fucking tank or they're going to kill me. Like, what do you want me to do?
I know.
I understand that. But there's a lot of really marred history of like these huge brands that we all know and love. Everyone's trying to give shit to Balenciaga for being like devil worshippers. Let me tell you something.
Oh, he's in this too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Anyway, super interesting. I got to watch a documentary last night. It's just like one. It's just like a movie, I guess. I thought it was going to be a 4-part series. No, it's called What Jennifer Did. And what Jennifer did was fucked up.
Okay.
When Jennifer Pan calls 911 to report that her parents have been shot, she becomes the primary focus of a captivating criminal case. What Jennifer Did. True story documentary. Takes place in Canada. Fucking, you hear the 911 call and it's like, I've been tied up. 3 men entered the house. I'm tied up. Come help me. I think my parents have been shot. I heard 2 pops. Please come help me. So everyone's like, she's like, we got robbed. All this stuff.
He's distracted.
I'm distracted by the golf. It's whatever. So anyways, it's just a documentary about like, wait, who the fuck killed your parents? And like, why? And then it just starts to unravel.
Yikes.
And then you find out what Jennifer did on Netflix.
It's honestly kind of a genius title.
I know. And I kind of ruined it because I said in the beginning what she did was pretty fucked up. But yeah, go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we have some voicemails.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God, not that voice recording. That's the best thing I've ever heard. Welcome, Brandi. My name is Kira.
Hey.
And I have a couple things that I don't think that you guys have talked about.
Okay.
The first one is a TV show that is absolutely hilarious. As millennials, elder millennials, must watch. It is called Girl.
By the way, what do you think she's doing while she's doing this call? Because it seems like she's doing something else. My guess, this is what I'm imagining, okay?
Okay.
This is how weird my mind is.
Uh-huh.
I'm imagining that she's playing with her dog right now, like throwing a ball.
Okay.
All right? Now that I've told you that, listen to it because you can sense that something is happening.
Okay,
here we go.
The first one is a TV show that is absolutely hilarious. As millennials, elder millennials, must watch. It is called Girls 5 Eva, and it's probably the most comical thing I've ever seen. Also, because you like Fourth Wing, you should absolutely read the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. It is to die for.
I've heard of that, I think.
And it's a series. So those are my
out.
suggestions. Also, Bone to Pick with Wells.
Okay.
You always drive through Paso Robles, and you never stop and try the wine. What's up with that, my guy? You must stop, have some beautiful Paso wine, and yeah, come check out our gorgeous wine industry here. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
It sounds like she's on a hot girl walk.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she was playing with her dog. But yeah, I do go through Paso Robles a lot. Here's the thing. When I go through Paso Robles, I'm driving to...
So you can't get drunk.
I don't want to start drinking, lady.
Got it.
You know?
Yep.
It's actually funny, though. My mom, who was just in town last week, had a girls' trip to Paso Robles with all her friends, and they stayed at some place, and they loved it.
Okay.
So highly recommend. And if you're trying to go to Monterey, that's the way to go. You take the 46, cut across from the 5 to the 101.
You take the 5 to the 101 to like 1 freeway.
Yeah, you get off on the 10 and then circle around Sepulveda. This one's entitled Hottie.
Hey, love you guys. This is Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
Wanted to know, why has Brandi not watched the McBee Dynasty or Real American Cowboys on Peacock? And one of the brothers on that show looks identical to the hottie on Yellowstone.
Oh,
so,
shit. Signing up for Peacock right now.
Do better.
What's it called?
Crack me up every week. Love you guys.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We don't need to stroke Wells's ego. You can just tell me the show, Rick.
Why has Brandi not watched the McBee Dynasty or Real American?
The McBee Dynasty.
McBee. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Done and done.
Thanks, Sandy.
Yeah.
Was that her? Sandy?
I think so.
Hey, love you guys. This is Sandy.
Yeah, it was Sandy.
I love her accent. She sounds like she's from where I'm from.
Yeah. Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of where you're from,
yes.
So I read something that Old English, like during the time of like Shakespeare, resembled something much more similar to the way that Southerners speak than the way that English people speak. And it makes it so much funnier to read Shakespeare in a Southern accent because it totally works.
Okay.
It works so much
You
better.
gonna give us an example or no?
Hark, what yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. What is a rose by any other name? I can't
This
do
is
it.
a combo. This is a combo.
Hey, man, I'm Southern. What is a rose by any other name?
Oh my God.
But a rose.
It kind of does.
It does.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Trying to think of other.
Maybe we should like have somebody read like an audiobook version of Shakespeare and we should sell it.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Is a copyright infringement?
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Oh my God. Your Southern accent, by the way, is nuts.
Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. There is nothing either good or bad about thinking, but thinking makes it so. I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
You always start out really strong
Yeah.
and then it just goes.
The course of love, the course of true love never did run smooth.
This guy's killing me. He's walking around acting like this is a tough shot, but it doesn't look that hard.
It is. That's Tiger Woods.
Oh. He's like, man, gotta get the angle right. Like, what's the wind situation? Like, just tap it in, bro.
Those greens are crazy fast.
Here's the close. You're Tiger Woods, apparently. It can't be that hard.
Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Okay, we're gonna get a real Southern person in here to read this. He fucking missed it.
I told you,
oh
dude.
my God, what a loser.
The greens at in Augusta are crazy.
That guy before him that had the too tight t-shirt, he nailed it.
Golf is hard.
I should narrate golf.
Yeah.
I can't believe he missed that.
I know.
If he misses this, that's really
I know.
embarrassing. Thank God.
The
I bet
world has
he's-
grown so bad that wrens make prey where eagles dare not perch. That sounds so much better than like, the world has grown so bad
Okay, well, that's even worse.
that
of an
wrens
accent.
make prey where eagles dare not perch.
I wish
you know?
Sarah was here to help you.
The world has grown so bad that wrens make prey where eagles dare not perch. I mean, I love it. I think it's great.
Great. I love this for us.
It's really funny. All right, we have got one more.
Okay.
We got this one's called Wash Your Hands.
Hi, Wilson Brandi. Big fan of the pod.
Thank you.
So I just finished the most recent episode, and I have to say I've never felt compelled to call into a podcast.
Thank
and
you.
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
But Wells was talking about not washing his hands at home.
Yeah.
And I get his logic that,
Yeah.
you know, you're not really touching anything dirty
Yeah.
at home when
I've
you're going to
cleaned my
the
pee-pee.
bathroom. However, he was saying that he would wash his hands
Yes.
after he poops because of the poop particles.
Yeah.
So to that I say, you should wash your hands all the time, because if you're flushing the toilet,
Yeah.
then you're grabbing onto a toilet handle that you've, you know, grabbed onto
That's
multiple
true.
times after you've gone poop. So because of that, even if you're going pee, as long as you're flushing the toilet, you should wash your hands every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Love you guys.
That's true.
Bye.
That's true.
Yeah, have you not seen the commercials about how many poop particles are just everywhere in the bathroom?
Dude, we've got poop particles are everywhere,
I
everywhere.
know.
All right?
I know.
This world's nothing but poop particles.
I know, it's true. I mean, I'll clean a horse stall and come in and eat lunch without washing my hands.
Okay.
So,
That's disgusting.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's just like the lifestyle.
So you think that their shit is cleaner than your shit?
I definitely think their shit is cleaner. All they're eating is grass and hay.
I guess that's true. What
Way
if all I had
cleaner.
was a salad today?
Some organic shit. Our salad is not clean.
I mean, come on.
It's pesticides.
Well, there's pesticides in your hay too, probably.
No,
Yeah.
not all of it.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
No. Horse poo is pretty clean.
How doth describe a rose by any other name?
No.
Can we get your mom to read?
I was thinking, like, can we get some haughty cowboy with a really good accent to like read it?
Like one of the Montana boys?
I was just talking about this. They don't sound like they're from Montana.
I listened back.
Right?
I listened back to that episode, and their existence annoys me more
What
now.
episode? Ours?
Yeah.
Oh.
When you were like, they made me a drink. Got me a drink.
It was nice.
They don't do anything for society.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, at least Pookie's like show them about fashion. The Montana Boys, apparently they just listen to the same song. It's the same song over and over again.
You this.
I know. I learned this by listening back to our podcast.
Yeah, it's one song.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm convinced they're not really from Montana.
Yeah.
I don't know. They look like East Coast boys to me.
Yeah, they're from Connecticut.
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
They just work out a lot.
Ugh.
Hot.
Hate them.
But like, I want like a real, maybe like a Texan cowboy to come read Shakespeare for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Golf.
I'll find one.
What yonder window breaks.
No, that's enough.
It's the east.
You can't keep saying the same line over and over.
And Juliet is the sun.
It just keeps getting worse.
Do you bite your
worse?
Do you bite your thumb at me? I do bite my thumb, but not at you.
This is worse than Dirty Grandma. This is worse.
Doth
No.
what light from yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
I have to go.
My penis hasn't worked in 16 years, but Juliet has made it rigid once again.
Not rigid.
All right. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. Why do golfers have such pronounced pecs?
I don't know.
It's very strange. Is it the shirt? Is it their pecs?
Yeah, I don't know. That guy,
Oh, we've got CGI.
Oh yeah, that's shot tracker?
Yeah.
It's great. It shows you how far it goes and shit.
Huh.
That was good.
Okay.
Hey, Bear, this is the first time playing, but he's like going to be like the next big thing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. Do you have any musics? You want to go out on anything?
You see Morgan Wallen throw a chair off of a rooftop?
Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about that. What an idiot.
Yeah.
That guy is, I think, the dumbest person in the music industry. He doesn't make great choices. He got caught saying the N-word at a party.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do that anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't he not do a concert because he got too fucked up at like an Alabama sorority party?
But it kind of tracks.
That tracks. And then he throws a chair.
Yeah, he's really lucky he didn't kill somebody.
No kidding. We were talking about that 6 stories up. A chair hits you, dude. That first of all, that could kill you.
Yeah, it could. And then his life would be over.
I think that guy maybe does need to go sit in jail for a couple days. I think he needs to go learn some shit. I know.
It's not great.
Do you know him?
I've met him, but I don't know him.
I think he needs to, his country ass needs to learn a couple lessons. Okay,
well, on to some music. There's actually some really good shit on my release radar. Do you like 49 Winchester?
I don't know what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you would like them. They have a new song called Yearnin For You.
Want to go out on it?
Sure.
49.
They're playing a lot of festivals this year.
Are they?
So yeah, if you're out at the festies, go see 49 Winchester.
Yearning For You.
Yearnin.
All right. So you've got you're here to do Sorry You're Stoned.
Yes.
Sorry We're Stoned.
Vegas Sunday.
Vegas.
Then I'm going on vacation.
Cuckoo.
Which should be nice.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back in Vegas.
Yeah.
On the 24th of April, if you find yourself in Vegas. It's kind of like a pre-Stagecoach kickoff at XS Nightclub. And then Stagecoach.
Yep.
I'm playing on Saturday in the Honky Tonk Tent.
Cool.
I think my set's at 5 o'clock.
Nice.
I should probably know. I do think it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So perfect timing. Come see me, then head over to the main stage for all the big acts, like Posty and all the things. And I'm actually also doing like a pop-up set on Sunday at the festival in the Jameson tent. If you want to come see that. And then Monday I'm out of there.
Cool.
And I actually get like a week of a break.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to Dallas. So when this comes out, I'll be in Dallas
for golf,
playing at the Invited Celebrity Classic at Las Colinas Country Club. If you're in Dallas, please come hang out. Ben and I are going to be there together along with some actual celebrities, and then Champions Tour golfers. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and then I got a bunch of stuff coming up, but I can't really talk about it. So what's that?
Well, that's not fun.
All right, wife tears.
Oh boy.
Hark! What light from yonder window breaks?
You need to work on this accent.
It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. It's pretty good.
It's not.
If you want to call us up and leave us a voicemail, please do 858-630-1856. Oh, note, we had a fuck you very much about how we no longer have our favorite things at the website. That's because they are now in the show description. So just go read that if you're looking. But I do see that it would be easy if everything was in one place.
I don't know. It seems like you're already listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Just look at the show notes.
Just go look at the show notes.
Seems easy.
You can do it. All right. All right, go follow us on Instagram at YFT Podcast. Subscribe at the YouTube channel as well, YFT Podcast, and we love you very much.
Love y'all. No more. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Goodbye.
No.
No, that was terrible. Hark, what you like
No
from
more.
your...
No more hark. No more hark.
Well, you harked out?
I'm done with hark.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation.